Stories in the night. I promised I would read this morning. It's not what you think. In native California, the winter was storytelling time. And I have to say also, to clarify what's going on here, I've lived in the same house that I built in the summer of 1970 ever since. I and a sizable number of my neighbors spread out over quite a few square miles are all off the grid. That is to say, we have no power or electricity. And that is because the big gravels of the old Pliocene riverbeds, that is to say 20 million years ago riverbeds, which are between us and the one paved road that comes into the mountains where we are still in private hands that are still trying to figure out a way to get the rest of the gold out of the gravels. They were stopped in the 1880s by the Sawyer decision, which would not allow any miners up in the mountains to put gravel and detritus into the watershed anymore, because it had been washing in the spring floods all the way down to the Sacramento Valley and literally burying orchards in gravel. But they're still trying to figure out how to do that, especially since gold is going up over $800 an ounce now. So we are all self-sufficient in our energy. That is to say, solar panels and various kinds of little generators to back up the charging for the battery array in the wintertime when there's not enough sun. That's the basic strategy. Of course, batteries require maintenance, and so do generators, and it can be a lot of trouble. Solar panels, fortunately, if they work properly, will go for centuries. Yesterday I was working most of the day with a breakdown in the system. Generator 1, generator 2, old phased out generator 3, the battery array, the big trace inverter, the solar panels even, all had stopped early, cold morning in the dark. And so, back to the old days, light up the kerosene lamp, candles, and the wood stoves always work. Backup generator number 3, a Honda, cycles wrong, tricking the inverter relay that starts the bulk charge. Big green Onan, fueled by propane, would not start. One time, turned out there was a clogged air cleaner. Oil drops blow back up from deep inside. I try to remember, machinery can always be fixed. But be ready to give up the plans that were made for that day. Go back to the manual. Call up friends who know more than you know. Make some tea. Relax with your tools and your problems. Start enjoying the day. First 15 years we lived here, kerosene lamps, and the heavy tile roof in the shade of a huge pre-contact black oak. Sherry, Siegfried's longtime woman friend and partner, is due at any time with a 9-ton truck of 3/4 inch crushed rock, wet dirt every winter, eats up gravel, keeping a few hard roads for drenching rains and melting snows takes planning. They have to ditch them too. In 1962, going all through Kyushu, Japan, with Joanne, we walked around Nagasaki. Busy streets and coffee shops, green leafy trees and gardens, a lively place. But at Mount Aso, the great caldera in the center of the island, crater 15 miles across, saw sightseers from Nagasaki with the twisted, shiny, scarred, burned faces of survivors from those days. And then I read the English version of Barefoot Again. What got me about the bomb was too much power. again temptation there to be the first. The first to be emperor of the world. Yet to be done. Yet change our course around, or there we head. I could never be a Muslim, a Christian, or a Jew, because the 10 Commandments fall short of moral rigor. The Bible shall not kill leaves out the other roles of life. How could that be? What sort of world do they think this is? With no account for all the wriggling feelers and the little fins, the spines, the slimy necks, eyes shiny in the night, paw prints in the snow. And that other thing, can't have no other God before me, like profound anxiety of power and jealousy and envy. What sort of God is that? Worrying all the time. Plenty of little gods are waiting to begin their practice and learn just who they are. In North India, 4th century AD, some Buddhist tantric teacher lady said, "That God called Yahweh to the West, he's really something. But too bad. He has this nutty thing that he's creator of the world. A delusion that could really set you back." But returning to energy, I'll fix the Onan, give up on number 3, it's too far going. And next time get a backup generator with a cast iron block and water cooling and a warranty good for centuries. Put in a bunch more panels for the sun. The old-time people here had worn earth lodges 30 feet across, burned pitchy pine wood slivers for their candles. Snow after snow, all those centuries before. Lodge fire light and pitchy slivers burning. Don't need much light for stories in the night. Thank you. I'm going to